we just took our benchmark on adding and subtracting with different strategies, and now this week and for the next 3 to 4 weeks we're going to be looking at I can use different strategies to add and subtract within 100. So I want to kind of go over some of the strategies that we'll be using in class and that we'll be talking about. And we are going to get to the algorithm, just the normal way to add and subtract up and down when you carry and you go next door and you regroup. But we're not going to get to that until later on in the year, because the things that we're doing right now will really build their number sense. So one of the things that we're going to do to use different strategies to add and subtract within 100 is we're going to draw pictures. So if the number's 28 plus 37, if that's the problem, then we're going to set it up. And again, we're just doing within 100 these next few weeks. So it will be a 2-digit number plus a 1-digit number, or a 2-digit number plus a 2-digit number, and that's it. So we're going to set up our chart, and I'm going to teach them how to do this. We're going to start with our base 10 blocks and move from that into the picture representations. So we'll set it up as hundreds, tens, and ones. So I'm going to make this first number 28. That's 2 tens and 8 ones. And anytime we draw our pictures, we're going to make sure that we're doing it neatly and we're setting it up as a 10 frame. And a 10 frame is 5 across the top and 5 across the bottom. So you fill up the top first, and whatever's left goes across the bottom. And that's going to help the students to see better how many more to 10. So I've got 28 plus 37. So that's going to be 3 tens and 7 ones. And when they look at this, they should be able to start noticing once we get into this strategy. And remember, we haven't started these yet. This is what we'll start with tomorrow. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a heads up of where we're going. But when we look in the ones place, we have a bunch of ones here. We have 8 and we have 7, which is 15, and that's too many. So I'm trying to make 10. So here's 8. And I need these 2 more, so I'm going to circle my group of 10, and I'm going to trade it and actually draw that out. I'm going to trade it in for another 10. So that's going to leave me with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens and 5 ones that are left. So my answer would be 65. So that's how we do it with a picture. If we were subtracting, let's say 42 minus 15. So 42 minus 15, same thing. We're going to set up our chart, hundreds, tens, and ones. And we're going to be learning addition and subtraction together so that they can make sure that they're paying attention to the sign, whether it's adding or subtracting, and that they understand that addition is putting 2 parts together into a whole to get a sum, and subtraction is starting with the whole, so in this case 42. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 2 ones, and I'm taking away 15. So I go to the ones place first. I always want to start in the ones place because when they do the algorithm, that's where they'll always start. So we want to get in the habit of starting in the ones place. I need to take 5 ones away because I'm subtracting 15, but there are only 2 there. So I have to go to the tens place, take a 10, and trade that 10 for 10 ones. And again, I'm going to set it up like a 10 frame. Now, one of the mistakes that they make a lot of times with this is they'll try to add, when they take the 10, they'll try to add it up here to what's already there. So make sure that they know it's coming down here. It's 10 more. We already had 2. It's 10 more for a total of 12. Now I can take my 5. And then I have to take 1 10 away. Another common problem is they'll look at that and say, oh, well, I've already taken my 10. And I just remind them, no, that's the one we had to trade for 10 ones. That's the one we had to regroup. So now I still need to take that 10 away. So I'm left with 2 tens and 5, 6, 7 ones. So my answer is 27. So that's our first strategy.